Hi there.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name's Mary.
And what are you cooking for us today?
Lemon meringue pie.
Sounds lovely. You've got a little less than 5 minutes to get it done.
Okay, perfect.
Mary, when did you start cooking?
I started cooking when I was about 4 years old.
Why did you start so late?
So late? Actually, I was in my family was in a car accident when I was 4. My mom and brother were both seriously injured. I wasn't. My dad passed away in the accident.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I'm an A-type personality, so I always want to be there for people, and it's just kind of how I show them how I care.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an insurance broker, which helped me when I wrecked my first pie tart back out there. So I had insurance, and I made a second one.
What's your culinary dream?
I would love to run a catering business. I love sharing my food with people that I care about, and I want people to understand that you can make really good food at home and have a great time while you're making it.
I say the same.
Yeah. There's my dish.
Well, right off the top, you put together a dish that looks, I think, absolutely wonderful. Let's have a taste. It's outstanding.
Thank you very much.
Rich, creamy meringue, the zingy, fresh flavors with the berries, that crunchy texture of the spun sugar, and the crispiness of that pastry. Just a wonderful, wonderful dessert.
Thank you.
For me, a lemon meringue, the hardest part is to make sure that the fill is not lumpy. Let me give it a try. Wow. Smooth as silk. Just a bit of meringue here. Got the right consistency. Maybe a little bit more color, burnt to, to take a little bit away from the sugar, but this is amazing.
Thank you so much.
This is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
This meringue is delicious, but it's very rich.
Yes.
In order for this to work, the tart needs to be tart.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I came to Canada 6 years ago. It's amazing. There's nowhere else I'd rather be in the world. I'm currently a PhD law student, but cooking has always been my passion. Almost all my life, I've done things to please my parents, and there's nothing wrong with that. They deserve it. But I feel it's time I do something for Terry. And Terry loves cooking, Terry loves baking, Terry is good at this. Canada gives you the opportunity to be who you want to be, and I'm going to do all it takes to win MasterChef Canada.
What's your name?
My name is Terry.
And what are you making today?
I'm making a spiced pumpkin roulade with a pecan cream cheese frosting.
Where are you from, Terry?
I'm originally from Nigeria, but I'm now based in Edmonton, Canada. I've been here for the past 6 years. I'm a PhD law student, but I love cooking. I love baking more than cooking, and
Sorry, rewind. You're a law student.
I'm a PhD law student.
PhD?
Yes, I am.
It's incredible.
Thank
and you
you.
want to be a chef?
I believe you get the greatest joy from what you love doing, and cooking is what I love doing.
Would your parents share the same passion you have?
My dad was my greatest supporter. Unfortunately, he died last year. But I know if he was alive now, I'm sure he'll be proud today of seeing me following my dreams and my passion.
If this tastes as good as it sounds, you're going to be the one to watch. You know that.
I know that they're all scared out there.
They're all scared because you're a lawyer. Are you done?
I'm done.
Walk me through this. These are the truffles that are...
There are pumpkin pecan truffles with a little bit of maple syrup. This is a... sorry.
Why are you so nervous right now?
I want this so bad. Everyone comes here and says, I want this so bad, but I want this so bad.
Do you have 3 degrees, right?
I have 3 law degrees, and I'm on my 4th one.
On your 4th one?
Yes, I am.
And how old are you?
I'm 33.
And you're a little worried right now. Wow. Wow. This is beautiful. This is what I've been looking for.
Thank you.
If it tastes as good as it looks,
It's gonna taste amazing.
then take a deep breath. Wow. The spices in there. They're incredible.
Thank you. It's my own special blend of spices.
I taste, is there allspice in there, or clove?
There's an eighth of a teaspoon of clove. Yeah.
Taste that's fantastic. Like,
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Hi, Chef.
How you doing?
I'm just nervous and anxious, but
Do I make you nervous?
you do.
Well, you know, it's a well-known fact that I'm not a big fan of desserts. And we did dessert here. So is this gonna change my mind?
I really want to impress you.
I tell ya, if I'm disappointed, I may have to sue you. Okay, let's go with the cake. Very nice flavors.
Thank
and
you.
And you said not too sweet.
Thank you.
I tell you what, Terry,
Yes, Chef.
today, I won't sue you.
Thank you, Chef.
Dr. Sean,
Chef,
what are you making?
today I'm gonna try baking. I'm not a big baker, but we're gonna make a tart with a maple syrup cream filling. I'm from Quebec, so that's why I'm choosing to use the maple syrup.
Do you like maple tarts?
I absolutely love maple syrup. I've never had a maple tart.
Let me get this. You have never eaten a maple tart, you have never baked, and you're gonna make me a maple tart.
It's gonna look good. I don't know if this is gonna be your typical maple tart, Chef, but it's gonna taste good.
I hope so.
Thank you, Chef. When I really love something, whether it's for school or it's for cooking, I study hours every week.
bring your dish up to the front.
It's a tart with a maple pastry cream, a meringue on top, and blueberry coulis.
So refresh my memory. You're not a baker, right?
Never made a tart in my life.
It's pretty amazing.
Thank you so much.
Just the way the flavors all come together. The tart is crispy. It's well balanced. It's not too sweet. Great job.
Thank you so much. Chef Alvin, the man who does not like desserts.
Why does everybody think I don't like desserts? Is it because I'm not a sweet guy? Wow. Sean, you might have converted me. It's got very nice balance. It's sweet, but I can taste the maple. Beautifully done on the pie crust, crispy. The meringue could have been improved. If you get a stiffer meringue, you can probably get a bit more char in it. Overall, you deliver. You deliver. Well done. Thank you.
Eggs, cornstarch. I truly believe Veronica wants people to excel. Canned pumpkins aren't really my thing. If I just had a raw pumpkin, I would have a whole plethora of ideas.
I'm making a pumpkin cheesecake. For some reason, when I saw the canned pumpkin, I knew I had to go baking, and this is the first thing that popped into my head.
Jacqueline is blitzing down pumpkin seeds, and she is making a pumpkin seed crust. Brilliant.
I'm not ready to go home yet, so I just need to make this work. Bake, baby, bake. Oh, God.
Jacqueline is the only one doing the dessert.
She's making a cheesecake, right?
Yes.
Is it gonna set in time? A risky move.
I want this more than anything, and I'm never gonna give up.
1 minute! You have 1 minute left!
Oh my gosh.
My salt, where's my salt?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop! Jacqueline, please bring up your pumpkin dish.
The challenge was to honor the pumpkin, and I think I've done that in the flavors. I hope it's enough.
It's a pumpkin cheesecake with a pumpkin seed crust, a blackberry coulis, and a blackberry chantilly cream.
You don't look exactly over the moon. Why is that?
I think it's a little undercooked in the center.
So you think it's uncooked? Let me see.
This is top 10. Raw cheesecake can send me home.
It's not as bad as you think, but I would say slightly undercooked.
Okay.
This really tastes like pumpkin. You know what impressed me the most is your crust. I think it's a fantastic idea to make good use of the pumpkin seed.
I want to really show my creativity. So I'm gonna have to do something crazy. I'm making a corn panna cotta with a passion fruit sauce. Normally corn is not found in panna cottas, but if I execute this correctly, then I'm sure I'll be at the top.
Chef Claudia?
Jeremy, what are you making?
Making a tres leches cake
Wow.
with white chocolate and toasted coconut.
That brings me back to my childhood. What do you think is the biggest challenge in terms of pulling this one off?
The bake time and having it cool in time.
Jeremy, if you pull this off, I'm going to be incredibly impressed.
I'm gonna do my best.
I hope so.
Thank you, Chef.
Jeremy is doing a tres leches cake. He's worried about whether or not the cake is going to bake in time and rest and cool.
20 minutes. You have 20 minutes left.
I don't think he has enough time.
I'm cutting this way, way too close. This cake could send me home.
Come on.
5 minutes. You have 5 minutes left. At this time, you should be plating.
Time's running out, but I'm not going home on this cake.
I'm very concerned about Jennifer. Serious problems there. She doesn't have that much time left. I think she's very scared right now. Matthew is doing a panna cotta. He's doing a churros with caramel sauce. If he pulls this thing off, it's going to be spectacular.
It's toasted coconut and white chocolate tres leches cake.
So we got 3 layers.
And I put white chocolate in between each layer.
It's absolutely wonderful. That does make me think of South America. I get the wonderful toasted coconut that's around the outer edge, the very light whipped cream. I mean, to think that you were able to pull this off in 60 minutes, it's absolutely astonishing. Well done.
Thank you, Chef.
You know, I have very fond memories of this cake. My grandmother used to make it. The sponge cake you actually made perfectly, but it is a bit dry. Just a few more moments soaking up that condensed milk, and it would have been a masterpiece. It's just begging
Just
for more.
a little bit more, yeah.
Please go back to your station.
Thank you, Chef.
Matthew, please bring your dish up.
I made a corn panna cotta with a passion fruit sauce at the bottom, made a churros, and I did a chili sponge sugar and candied lime on top.
What a great sound, huh? This churro. Great crunch, great texture. Panna cotta, super soft and creamy. And that passion fruit, boy, that gives a big, fresh, crisp hit. It has sophistication, style. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Chef.
You know what I love about this dish? It's the diversity, the different layers of textures and flavor as I go from top to the bottom, from the spun sugar on the top of the crunchy churros and a little bit of heat. You need the heat.
Yes, Chef.
This is definitely an ace.
See, my 3 ingredients are tomatoes, chili peppers, and vodka.
Claudia, what would you do with Bloody Mary?
You know, let's not forget that tomatoes are actually fruits, right? I would do a beautiful tomato tart. I would caramelize it.
For me, I actually do a dish where I pickle the tomato in Matcha vinegar, which is very, very sweet Chinese dark vinegar, and I eat it with ginger parfait. Beautiful dish.
The home cook who hasn't had the worldly experience the chefs like you have had, I would think they would be scratching their heads saying, what can I make?
It's the chili pepper that's freaking me out. How do you make a chili pepper taste like dessert?
Oh, God. Stop making a mess.
This is gonna be the hardest dessert Mary is ever gonna have to make.
For my sweet dish, I'm going to make a tomato and plum crumble with a spicy whipped cream. I need to put on a brave face. Matthew is gunning for me.
I take it as a compliment. Matthew's an amazing, amazing home cook, and he's my competition, so why won't I be his? I'm gonna show the judges some delicious flavors. I'm gonna make them want tomato plum tart every stinking day of their lives. I did a tomato and plum tart with a spicy creme anglaise.
Matthew is really mean. Giving Mary the Bloody Mary.
I know. It's a tricky drink to work with. Hot peppers and tomatoes don't really make sense in dessert, so.
Wow, wow, wow. The tomato, you got the taste just right, and a bit of the spiciness. The plum, the sweetness to counteract that. The crumble, crispy, dark, sweet, perfect. And of course, a little heat on the custard. This has got to be one of the most innovative and delicious desserts I've tasted for quite a while.
Thank you.
Matthew expected me to fail, and I did not fail.
Cupcakes.
For this pressure test, you will create 2 dozen gourmet cupcakes.
I love eating cupcakes, but I don't love baking them.
I have celiac. I have not eaten cupcakes. I have not baked cupcakes. Cupcakes are not my thing.
Now, the key to cupcakes is the perfectly moist and fluffy base. The icing should be flavorful, light, creamy, and beautiful.
In the equipment room, you will find a specialty pantry full of ingredients that will spark your imagination. This is a tough challenge.
24 cupcakes, 3 different flavors. They gotta have pizzazz.
Given the time limit here, they really need to get the batter going.
Just gotta focus. I'm making a candied bacon chocolate cupcake, a peach spiced cupcake, and a banana foster cupcake.
I'm gonna do a s'more cupcake, a chocolate mocha cupcake as well, and I'm gonna be doing a lemon coconut.
As an insurance broker, you kind of need to be a stickler, and baking is kind of the same. You need to have exact measurements, and you can't make mistakes.
The stakes are super high. I don't want to go home.
I'm not gonna have time to fuss around with 4 different batters and add flavors into each batter. If I just stick with one base, stick with chocolate, my girls love chocolate.
We're not looking for a bake sale cupcake. We're looking for a cupcake that is sophisticated, creative. You can actually give them that opportunity to really stand out.
I see red wine. Why not put red wine in a red velvet cupcake?
What you doing? What you doing?
Red wine and cupcakes might be really weird. I'm hoping that won't hurt me.
The wine?
Yeah?
I have trouble with the concept of it, but it's very innovative.
Let's risk it.
5 minutes! Better start decorating.
Vince could be the first one out of the gate with his decorating.
Colors look fun.
The piping requires a fine hand, a little finesse, in order for it to look absolutely beautiful. And then you can just put the finishing jewels to it to make it really stand out and look special.
Damn shaky hands. My hands, they're so sweaty I can't grip the piping bag properly. This is ridiculous.
I'm very worried about Jacqueline.
30 seconds left. Come on, let's get 'em
guys. You can do it. Oh my God. Gonna drizzle a little chocolate on these.
Look at the meringue on Mary's cupcake. Absolutely beautiful.
Keep going to the buzzer, right to the end.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off! Good job, guys.
The purple ones are a lavender-infused cupcake with vanilla Swiss buttercream. The yellow is a lemon cupcake with a lemon buttercream, and the red wine velvet cupcake with a cream cheese icing, toasted walnuts, and crumble on the top.
Red wine is something I've never seen in a cupcake, so this is the first for me. This is absolutely delicious. I love the innovation. You know the history of red velvet cake. The original one was made with red beets. And the red wine, it's a perfect replacement because I get that spiciness, earthiness. Now, there are little flaws. These little tiny crumbs. I don't think it really needs it. It makes it look dirty. Overall, I love it.
The lavender. My least favorite herb is lavender. So this has to be pretty sensational.
I'm just hoping it's not too perfumey when you eat it.
This is a very sophisticated cupcake. Really well balanced. What does this mean to you?
It means that I actually have a chance to make my dreams come true.
I think you have a lot of doubt. I saw it happening when you were cooking.
I think sometimes when something this great happens, that it can't really actually be happening because I've never really had things easy.
Unless you start believing, you're not going to get very far. I mean, accountants don't usually make beautiful tower of cupcakes like this. Please go back to your station.
I didn't realize it at first, but I do think that this competition for me is more than just cooking. I just can't picture myself sitting in an office. I want to be here.
Mary, please bring up your cupcakes.
It's really important for me to do well. I don't want to let the judges down.
Walk me through it.
A s'more cupcake with a chocolate sponge flavored with a bit of vanilla and a Swiss meringue on top. Over here, mocha and Swiss buttercream. And then a coconut cupcake with a little bit of lime zest.
That's the one I'm gonna try. Look at that. It is absolutely delicious. Beautiful, big, crispy coconut flakes. The lemon gives it a little bit of freshness. I think the appearance is monochromatic. They need a little bit of color.
I love marshmallow, so that's the one I'm gonna try. Earthy, dark chocolate. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
A breathtaking Charlotte cake.
It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. This is not good. I've struggled with my baking, so it's gonna be a battle today.
This gorgeous cake is the sum of several delicious but complex parts. The first component is the outer wall, constructed with sweet sponge cake lady's fingers, crisp on the outside but moist in the middle, and all of them perfectly uniform. The second component, a filling of rich and creamy mousse, perfectly whipped and smooth as silk. And finally, an even layer of fresh glaze. To prepare their mousse, they're going to have to whip their egg whites, they're going to have to whip their cream, they're going to have to blend those ingredients together, add the gelatin.
I'm making a orange chocolate mousse. I want to show the judges that I can put together different flavor combinations.
I'm gonna make a white chocolate mousse. I'm relying on my flavors to get me through this pressure test.
20 minutes! You have 20 minutes left!
Then they have the big process of building the charlotte, putting the ingredients together.
Just big enough.
Making sure that the fingers align the mold.
Feeling the pressure, feeling the pressure. I don't have that much time left, and I have to get all these lady fingers cut perfectly.
10 minutes! You have 10 minutes left!
Really low on time. It's freaking me out right now.
Now they can work on the glaze.
I need to make it look really, really pretty.
Pick it up, guys.
1 minute! You have 1 minute left! Come on, 1 minute! Everything on!
Sean, that looks great.
Come on, guys.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Run, Sean, run.
3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Good job. Oh, that is.
Chef.
Hello, Jeremy. Tell me the flavors of your charlotte cake, please.
It's orange chocolate mint charlotte, garnished with candied cereal and candied mint.
Wow, beautiful. Well, look, the outer row of the lady's fingers looks pretty decent. Any worries about me removing this piece of ribbon?
No.
Beautiful, Jeremy.
So what I want to see is a nice, clean cut. That mousse just sits there nicely, has a little jiggle to it, but you can see the layers. Let's see.
This is so damn.
It looks wonderful. A decent layer of mousse in between, another layer of the cake. Looks pretty good.
Thank you, chef.
That's up the game, fellas. Now it's down to flavors.
Yeah.
The mousse, beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful, soft, fluffy. The immediate hit that I get is chocolate. Then that mint starts to come around. The piece that I don't get is the orange. I think you needed a little bit more orange just to punch through. Overall, it's a solid Charlotte cake.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you, Jeremy.
My dad loves green tea, and my mom loves chestnut cream.
So I'm gonna mix the two together and make a matcha roll cake.
It's decorated at the batter level, and I don't think the judges have ever seen anything like it. What I'm about to do is practically impossible in an hour. I'm not sure I can do it, but that's what my dad taught me to do. Shoot for the stars, try your hardest, and that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna play it safe.
The judges have accused me of not cooking from the heart on numerous occasions, and I'm gonna prove them wrong.
I'm finally baking.
Terry,
Hi, chef.
look at that smile.
I know. I love baking, and it's great to have a baking challenge.
So tell me, how much inspiration are you getting right now from your sister?
Oh, I'm getting a lot of inspiration from my sister. She's also an amazing baker, and we bake a lot. And we baked these cheesecakes together before.
Cheesecake?
So, yeah, I'm making cheesecake 3 ways.
3 cheesecakes.
I am doing 3 cheesecakes.
In 60
In
minutes.
60 minutes, because I believe I have something to prove.
All right, I'm excited.
Thank you, chef.
The last 10 minutes, it's all about the finishing touches. It's the filling, it's the stuffing, it's the layering of the icing.
Mary right now has that laser beam focus.
I need to show the judges that I'm the best baker here.
I want the judges to see that even though I'm not much of a baker, that I can still hold my own. I'm gonna go with as many layers as I can. I want this cake to be really high. I don't want it to fall over.
It's cold! I got it! One of the most difficult Japanese desserts, and I executed it in an hour. April, you doing good? Oh, wow, that looks amazing. It's no Japanese roll cake.
Oh, freak. Look at Matthew.
I am super proud. I know my family would be super proud. I'm just hoping all the flavors are there.
It's a Japanese matcha roll cake with the chestnut cream in the center.
It is impressive.
Thank you, chef.
I don't even know how to do these patterns myself, I'll be honest. I don't know how you pulled that off. It's extraordinary.
Thank you, chef.
There's a perfect balance between the chestnut cream and the green tea, and that white chocolate crunch. Outstanding.
Thank you, chef.
Extremely light, and the sponge is incredibly moist. Did you do anything to the sponge to make it so moist?
No, I just have a good recipe, and the basil helped out.
Extraordinary presentation, technique. I can't find anything to fault on this. Thank you.
Thank you, chef.
My dad would be ecstatic to see me now. He would be so proud.
The second home cook whose dish we'd like to taste tapped into their passion for baking and plated a beautiful dessert. Terry, please bring up your dish.
I am thinking about my sister as I walk up with my dish, because I know she's going to be very proud of this moment. So I've got 3 different types of cheesecakes on the dish. I've got a raspberry cheesecake, a lemon cheesecake, and a milk chocolate cheesecake.
The presentation to me is absolutely beautiful. Between the simple piping, the tuxedo-dressed dipped strawberries, the feather work on top of the chocolate, a lot of different technique.
Yes, chef. I put all I had into this cheesecake.
It all comes down to taste, though, Terry.
Yes, chef, it does.
Terry, it has got that rich, creamy, but ever so ultra smooth filling. That crisp lemon just cleans it up nicely as you chew through it. And then you've got that wonderful crisp base to it.
Thank you, chef.
Your sister would be very proud.
That's nice.
Thank you, Chef.
It's light, the crust is perfect, nice and crunchy. You got the nice ratio of crust and cream cheese. And of course, it looks good. Well done.
Thank you, Chef. I feel on top of the world.
The third home cook we're calling up didn't let their lack of baking experience hold them back for 1 second. And that home cook was Sean. Please bring your dish up.
I'm super happy. My dad would love this cake. This one's for you, Dad. It's a layered key lime cake covered with a Swiss meringue and torched, and then just a little lime zest.
That's a pretty impressive looking dessert.
Thank you very much, Chef.
The kind of thing as a little kid you'd want to stick your finger in and just take a big lick, right? Now let's see what happens when we cut this open. Mission accomplished. You've got that meringue that is very soft, that sponge cake, wonderful moist, but has a little flavor from the lime, which cleans it up really nicely. It's got it all going on.
Thank you.
Kaboom. It's awesome. That lime zest just jumps out. Cake is beyond moist. Take a look at that. What you achieved.
Definitely proud. I hope my parents are too. I couldn't be happier with myself. I wish I could save a piece of this cake for my dad.
Please come up and sample.
There are so many components that go into each of these desserts.
But it looks simple, but it's very complex.
They're the most beautiful desserts I've ever seen. Every single component seems to have a special place and everything seems to make sense. Delicious.
They're both cutting the grapefruit croutons for their chocolate ganache. You can see that Matthew is cutting his very slow and carefully.
Matthew's got the delicate touch when it comes to working with pastries. Jeremy, on the other hand, whilst he's got speed, he can be a little bit clumsy and clunky at times.
Okay, you babies get crispy, man. Get crispy.
Now he's piping his lime mousse filling into the choux pastry. There will be a moment of truth when we cut into that choux pastry, because the middle needs to be fully packed with that wonderful mousse.
Lime zest. I'm not sure if I have enough lime in the mousse. I just don't know.
5 minutes left.
Matthew started plating his first dessert. I don't think Jeremy has started plating anything yet.
What else do I need? The only time I'm gonna slow down is when I need to gather my thoughts for plating. This pressure test is all about details. The margin of error is 0. I got all my components done. Now it just has to look good. Tarragon, cilantro.
Matthew is actually pulling ahead. This is a classic tortoise and hare.
Geez, Matthew. Matthew's plating from the beginning has been just ridiculously out of everyone's league. It's so amazing to have watched, but it's also terrifying. Ooh.
1 minute, you have 1 minute left.
This is unbelievable.
They look so beautiful.
It's do or die. It's either me or Jeremy goes home and I don't want to go home.
This pressure on me is making me cook at my best right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Thank you, man. Oh. Time up, hands up. I feel a breath of fresh air, and I'm super proud of what I did. Looks just like the photos in my head, and I think I got this.
Jeremy's plating is nice, but I think mine has a little bit more finesse.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hi, Chef.
And you were hustling out there, man.
I was hustling. I wanted to have lots of time to make sure every single component was on every dish.
I'm going to be tasting the white chocolate ganache.
Okay, Chef.
I think it looks like it's sitting off to one side of the plate and just a little bit irregular in terms of the original. The white chocolate ganache, beautiful. The grapefruit croutons, great crunch to them. That is the element that provides that texture, that interest to the dish. As for the rest of the little garnishes, the grapefruit gel, nice job on the replication. Well done.
Thank you, chef.
Nice crust. You can hear that? Wow, look at that. It's filled.
It's definitely filled.
That is perfection. I just want to devour that. But it has to deliver also on that lime flavor. You delivered.
Thank goodness.
That lime is so punchy and so big and so bold. You know, Matthew, these dishes have to be beautiful, but they have to taste equally as good. And it did on this plate. You nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you, chef.
I am so impressed with what these guys have put out in this cook. It is honestly neck and neck.
This is the most complicated of all three. Let me check. Well, you got the gold leaf, you got the sesame snaps, you got the meringue, you got the fresh blackberries, and of course, the tart. So when I cut into this, it's not gonna look like a broken egg, is it?
No, chef.
It's a little bit runny.
A little bit runny.
But not bad. It's holding. I tell you, beautiful replication, perfect balance of tart and sweet. Crispy on the outside, soft in the middle.
Nice.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Well done.
Thank you.
Right now I'm working on my financier, getting the dry ingredients all ready.
It's like a pound cake. It's a little bit lighter. There's egg whites that are folded into it. She's pairing that with blueberries and a corn ice cream. I think this sounds actually very intelligent.
Corn and blueberries just kind of make sense to me. They both grow at similar times, so Mother Nature wants them to be eaten together.
Jeremy, on the other hand, he's doing something that I think sounds really quite adventurous.
I'm making a milk tea panna cotta and a jackfruit ice cream.
Panna cotta. It essentially means cooked cream, so you have to warm up your cream base, flavor it, add gelatine to the warm panna cotta mixture. You then need to strain it, and then it has to set and chill.
5 minutes, you have 5 minutes left. Better start plating.
The whole competition is riding on this dessert.
Look what Jeremy's doing. He's layering flavor after flavor after flavor. That's going to be exciting to eat.
Running to get the ice cream.
The galleries are looking in amazement right now.
They must be really jealous because we get to eat this and they don't. 1 minute! You have 1 minute left! Come on, 1 minute! Come on, guys! 4 minutes!
I am so happy with my final dish. This dessert is beautiful, and it's exactly how I wanted it to look.
I've never plated a dessert this beautiful before. This dessert shows how far I've come.
Jeremy, please bring up your dishes.
Milk tea panna cotta. On top is a coconut tapioca, topped with fried plantains with a jackfruit ice cream.
Well, Jeremy, I think you've created something that is completely and utterly original. So let's dig in.
You know, Jeremy, all that different textures coming together, you know, to me, that is genius. This is not at all too sweet, too sour. It's very difficult to bake panna cotta with milk tea because it has to be very, very strong. And of course, being at the bottom of the dessert, so you're gonna hit that last. Now, that, I guess you could have made that slightly stronger, heavier on the teeth, but I just want to take spoonful and spoonful. I love it.
Thank you, chef.
When I watched you prepare it and I heard you describe it, I didn't understand it. I don't like this at all. I love it.
Thank you.
Speaks to me in so many different levels. Texturally, it's incredibly advanced. The flavors just keep changing and morphing. The top layer has that beautiful tapioca, which I love. And then when you think you figured it out, you dig a little deeper and you find this beautiful tea and milk panna cotta. I've never had anything like it. You took all the flavors that your mom introduced to you and you've just created a new dessert. Incredible.
Thank you, Chef.
It is so light and so unique and interesting. The tapioca pearls have a wonderful mouthfeel. You sort of want them to dance around on your palate as you taste that little bit of coconut. You then have that refreshing citrus layer that is so bright and clean, yet still light. This is a great dessert.
Thank you, Chef.
Mary, please bring your dessert up.
I made a blueberry financier with some brown butter crumb, some kettle corn for the plate, a blueberry sauce for the bottom, and a buttermilk corn ice cream.
Right, let's taste.
You know, Mary, the sophistication, really appeals to the professional side of me. But that popcorn, I want to dive in like a kid. All the flavors, they all come together. I can taste the corn, I can taste the maple syrup, the crunchiness, the different textures. So everything in this plate works.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Mary, this is truly a lovely little dessert. The actual cake itself has a sort of a humble quality to it, but with your presentation, you've been able to elevate it. The financier cake has a little bit of a lemony touch to it. It has a little bit of that cornmeal, which adds a nice little texture crunch to it. Beautiful blueberries in there. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Everything works so well together. The corn ice cream is incredibly intense. I like the way you reinforced the theme of the corn ice cream with popcorn. It feels like a road trip. Going up to your cottage, stopping off, picking up some blueberries, grabbing some corn. Amazing. In fact, I'd love to have it on my menu at my restaurant. I think it's playful, it's intelligent. It's all those things you want in a dessert.
Thank you so much.